Supernatural Season 9. I just want to first mention how happy I am that I did it. I had this goal of catching up before the new season, Season 10, starts, and I did it. I'm all caught up. Very, very happy about this. But let's jump right into it because we have a lot to talk about. So coming off of the finale from Season 8, where the angels fell from the skies, from heaven, this season starts with you see Sam and Dean driving, and it seems like they're just reacting to what just happened until you see that no, this is all in Sam's head because Sam is in fact in a coma. He's damn near death after going through the trials of hell, and even though he didn't finish it and complete it, it took a lot out of him. And Dean, of course, being as desperate as he is, he summons an angel, any angel basically, to help Sam. And this guy Ezekiel shows up, and even Castiel vows for him and says he's a good guy, he's a warrior, someone to be trusted. So Dean lets him possess Sam so that not only can Ezekiel heal himself inside Sam, but he can heal Sam's injuries. And seeing that was pretty intense, that first episode. Seeing how hard it was for Dean to be put in a situation like that, I completely side with him on being desperate and wanting to save his little brother as much as he can. I got it. And then seeing for mostly, I say, the first few episodes, the fallen angels. All of these angels that fell from heaven and that are powerless to go back. There basically is no heaven. And they're roaming the earth, and they're basically lost. They're looking for someone to help them, guide them, and show them what to do next. And Castiel, who lost his grace in the finale last season, he's now a human. And that's interesting on so many levels because not only is he learning what it's like to be a human, he's finally understanding and sympathizing with what we go through, but he's also on the angel's most wanted list because the angel thinks that he was the one who caused heaven to fall. He was the one who did it on purpose and whatnot, and of course that's not true, but still that doesn't stop all these people from going after him. So that was crazy as well. And then eventually, of course, he does get his grace back, or kind of gets it back. He steals a grace from another angel. So it's more of a temporarily grace. So he has his powers back and whatnot, but to see that it's going to slowly go away through time and that might destroy him as well. Castiel went through so much through the season, so much growth, so much ups and downs, so many layers with this character. I loved it. I loved seeing Castiel there. I even loved when he finally met back up with Sam and Dean and he wanted to tag along with them on their jobs. It was hilarious. I loved seeing Castiel with them. It always sucked when they had to contrive a way to get him out of the group or make him leave the house or do this and that. I'm just like, no, can we keep Castiel around? And then even by the end of the season where he starts to lead a group of angels who want to follow him because he has to eventually go up against Metatron. But before I get any further into this main plot, I want to mention how the one episode where Dean hooked up with a born-again former porn star. That was hilarious. I love that. We get Charlie back. Obviously, I love seeing her back, and seeing her work with Sam and Dean was cool. And the whole episode being around the Wizard of Oz and the fact that there really is a evil witch. There really is a Dorothy who's more of a hunter. By the end of it, Charlie goes to Oz and she leaves. And I'm like, Charlie, no. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess, to go to Oz, but it sucked that she had to go. Garth, who, for so many episodes, how many times did we hear Sam or Dean say, hey, where's Garth? Have you heard from Garth? Is Garth still on that job? Like, Garth was never anywhere to be found until we finally see him and he became a werewolf. He was bit on the job, so he's been running ever since. And that was a little sad to see that happen to Garth, I guess. But I did like the idea that they had in the episode that not all creatures and monsters are evil. It was something that they played around with Benny last season, but still Dean seems to be completely against trusting another monster besides Benny. Or let's talk about the Ghostfacers return, because when I saw the preview that they were coming back, I said, awesome, Ghostfacers. I love these guys. They're hilarious. We apparently haven't seen them since, season 4? So this was a long time coming. What's unfortunate is that the episode itself was just kind of lukewarm. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was more serious. It was more, I think, trying to parallel what Sam and Dean were going through. The whole them lying to each other, not trusting each other, and having trust issues. So when you saw that the Ghostfacers have pretty much broken up, besides the main two, and that one lied to the other to keep him in the group, and it was a lot going on, and I didn't expect it to be so serious. Snookie. Snookie, I guess, is a demon. I remember seeing a commercial on the CW for this episode with Snookie in it, and I remember thinking, wow, that's it looked lame or forced. But watching it in context, I thought it was funny. It was such a short scene. And you know what? I'm fully under the belief that most of these reality stars are demons and that they're evil and that they can't be trusted. I would not be surprised if Kim Kardashian shows up with black eyes. The Trickster, he made a return. Now, sure, we don't really know if it was him, if he's dead and it was all of an illusion by Metatron. I don't know. I just like seeing him back. And the little wink that he gave as to whether he's still alive, I like that they kept it open, because I would like to see him come back. And last but not least, before I get to back to the main plot, the spin-off episode that they did, which I didn't realize it was the spin-off episode until near the end. Because during it, I thought, wow, they're spending a lot of time with these characters, and we haven't seen Sam and Dean all that much. Because you see this kid who he was about to propose to his girlfriend, who he's known forever, and then she got killed in this whole attack on werewolves. And so he became hell-bent on finding out who did it and getting revenge and all that. He meets a shifter who is a part of a mob family and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say this. It wasn't a horrible episode. I was interested by it. The spin-off got canceled. It's not happening. So all of this episode is basically for naught. Especially the cliffhanger that it ends on. It's like, well, I guess, unless they do ever come back to it on Supernatural, this ain't continuing. I honestly don't really care that it's not going to continue. I wasn't loving everything about it, but if I were to do a Supernatural spin-off, let's have some female characters be the main characters. Let's have some female hunters. Because I think one of the biggest criticisms of Supernatural in general, and I'm talking about from fans of it as well, is that they don't treat women all that great. Or whenever they do have an interesting female character, they always get killed off. I'm fully expecting Charlie or Jodie to get killed next season. So I don't know, that's just something I would have done to have a completely different dynamic to this world. But that's just me. Now, Crowley being locked in their basement and the whole him being addicted to human blood and wanting that human emotion, I love that. And even when he eventually starts to help them, I mean, sure, it's for his own benefit. He's still not to be trusted. He's still the king of hell. I liked the layers that they've given to Crowley, the fact that he's not just one-dimensionally evil. He does have these other facets to him. He's done so much evil stuff. He's killed so many people that I like that it's weird to say that I like him now. But still, I love seeing him go up against Abaddon, which, seeing them battle over hell, I could have watched more of that, to be honest, because Abaddon is just hot, but pure evil, kind of a villain that you love to watch. But let's get back to Sam and Dean, because the angel, Ezekiel, we eventually find out he's not Ezekiel, he's been lying, he's really Gadriel, this angel that was in prison in heaven. So he's possessing Sam. He even kills Kevin Tran, which, that sucked. to see Kevin Tran die. I'm trying to figure out which sucked more, the fact that Kevin Tran died the way he did, or to find out that his mom was locked up and being tortured for a year. Damn. But when Sam eventually found out about this, in fact, Crowley helped get this angel out of him, which was all very cool. Sam didn't trust Dean, and he held a lot of resentment to him for making this decision without him, for tricking him to be possessed, and I get it. I get his anger. I get that he has this resentment now, and who knows, this could be a build-up of everything that's been going on the last couple of seasons, where I admit Dean's done some questionable things. But when Sam basically said, look, either we're going to work together as partners, not as brothers, or that's it. We can't be brothers anymore. That hurt, because I know it crushed Dean to hear that. And it sucks to see this brother say this to his brother, that they're not going to be family anymore, or he can't look at him. He can't trust him the same way. In fact, I was starting to resent Sam myself. I was starting to not like the way he was treating Dean. The moments where he wouldn't talk to him, would just stay in his room, or even when Kevin came back as a ghost and told them, hey, look, don't argue over the petty stuff. You guys still have each other. You're still alive. Enjoy that while you can. And then right after that, Sam just leaves and doesn't say a word to Dean. And I'm just like, Sam, you're being a dick. I'm sorry, but I felt for Dean then. I don't know what else Dean was supposed to do. Let him die? No. So that brings us to the finale, because I'd say the last half of the season, Dean, he obtained Cain's mark. Not the wrestler. I'm talking about Cain, who killed his brother Abel. And so when Dean met him and got the mark, and what came with that, the fact that it gave him this urge to kill, and that he had to kill or it would kill him, it would break his body down. So seeing him get so much more aggressive, how vicious he killed Abaddon especially, it was intense. It was intense to see Dean go through that transformation, especially because he almost didn't fully understand what was happening to him. But then by the end of it, where Metatron killed Dean, broke my heart. As many times as I sat and seen these brothers get killed, it hurts every time. And even when Crowley showed up and said, as we speak, Sam is trying to summon me to make a deal to bring you back. That's expected. That's sort of how this goes. He said he's going to do something different. And he essentially brings Dean back as a demon. Just the way it ends with Dean's eyes opening and they're black. It was so intense, so creepy. I have no idea where this is going to go. This completely changes the show's dynamic. It could go anywhere. So guys, clearly I've enjoyed Season 9 a lot. I feel like it's just been getting better since Season 7 and 8. I feel like they have a cohesive plan. They know what they're doing. They're building everything up perfectly. I can't wait for Season 10 now. Yes, Season 10. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Season 9? Did you like it as much as I did? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Later!